Hi everyone, we made it to June and there's just a few days left. There's a few things that you should take care of before the school year is out that you'll thank yourself for doing now and not leaving till we come back in September. So, some of the close up the year activities that I'm going to show you that we can do now are in chalk, we can roll over our school year. So, let's all now go into chalk into semesters and create the new school year so that that's ready to go when we come back. We're going to go to plan board settings and we're going to go to semesters. Right. On this page, we can create a new semester, set our dates. Next school year is going to begin, the first day of classes is the 6th, and the last day is June 23rd. And when you click next, it's going to ask you, do you want to copy the previous school year? Now, since this year was our first full year run of chalk, you can just copy this entire school year and bring it into the next. Now, you may not be teaching all the classes that you had in the last one, and you may be teaching new ones. That's okay. When you're in your planner, you'll be able to pick and choose what material you want to use this school year, and you're really just making it available to yourself in the next school year. What will be nice the year after next is if you have different classes from this year and the previous year, you can pick and choose from different school years and bring that material into the next school year. And it gives you kind of a file system or category where you can pick and choose what you want to bring into the next school year. So we'll get to that bridge when we cross it the next year. So if you just want to copy your entire current school year, you'll click that and hit go. And it'll start generating and copying over everything from this school year, making it available to you the following school year. If you need any help with that, please reach out and let me know. However, in this issue of the EdTech Update, I've shared in Chalk's video guide on how to do that on their YouTube channel. So you can watch their video and reach out to me for help if you need it. So we're going to roll Chalk over. The other thing to do is clean up our Google Spaces. This is a video I created last year, or I think actually the year before, on cleaning up your Google Spaces. You have your Google Drive and your Google Classroom, and both of those can get cluttered. And there's a lot of really good housekeeping habits you should be getting into to keep that space organized. I know if you're anything like me and you go into your drive and try to search for something you know is in there somewhere and can't find it because you get 1,000 responses of all the files that you've been shared into over the year, this guide is for you. How to have better organization in your Google Drive and your Google Classroom will definitely save you frustration and time year after year. Now, as far as classroom goes, there's a number of really important housekeeping things like what to do with those old classes, what to keep, what to get rid of, what to do with students in there. If you have Google Classes where students have access to something, let's say a homework assignment answer key or even a quiz answer key, there are steps we can take to make sure that doesn't stay like that. So follow that guide and get your Google Classroom and your Google Drive nice and cleaned up and ready for yourself for the next school year. That actually brings me to our next one. If you have a nice and organized Google Classroom, one of the tools we've been talking about a lot this year, Schoollytics, will become extremely valuable to you next school year with their reuse content library tool. So if you have Google Classroom material and you've been doing the reuse posts from other Google classes, you know what I'm talking about. You can go back to a previous Google Classroom that you've run, grab a post from there, and apply it to your current class. However, it's not a very clean process. If you've ever used it, you know what I'm talking about. You have to scroll through the entire school year of that Google Classroom to get to the post you wanted. If you're reusing a post from last year this time, you have to scroll through the whole school year to get to it. The other thing is when you're going to reuse a post, it doesn't show you the full contents of that post. So is it the one you meant to use? I picked the wrong one. Now you have to delete that one and go get the right one and scroll all the way again to get to that post again. Using the Schoollytics tool, you get to see the whole post, all the attachments, even if you attach standards to your assignments in Google Classroom and reuse that post. Not only that, when you click reuse and apply it to your class, it puts it over to Classroom as a draft where you can then make any edits before posting it or posting it to multiple classes. So in Schoollytics, if you just scroll down to the bottom here where it says Content Library, when you want to go reuse a post, you can see the entire post and everything attached to it and reuse it in a class. Not only that, you can search your content across your Google Classrooms for reusing, and you can also search by hashtags, keywords. So this is a fantastic tool, makes that process much easier. So if you're not using it yet, here's a great reason why to get started now. Last thing I have, after you've cleaned up your Google Spaces, you have everything ready to go for next year, please just, again, remind those seniors to take out their content. They spend a lot of time making it, and when they come to us, once they're away somewhere else and they're like, I had a great project I did for my teacher that might help me get started on something I'm working on here, they don't have access anymore. Make sure you remind those seniors to Google take out all the material into a personal account, right? Google Transfer to transfer over all their Gmail and Drive, and Google Takeout to download piece by piece the different Google application content that they want to download. So there's a guide here, the links to the two places, transfer and download, for you to share with your seniors. All right, guys, great job this year. Thank you for everything you did. Thank you. And I will see you all in September if I don't see you in person before that. All right, guys, have a great summer. Bye for now.